What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to do a Q&A. I asked you on my Instagram just this morning to comment any questions that you guys might have for me, and I got so many of them, so I'm going to try to filter through and pick out some of my favorites. But before we get started, I did want to address something that a lot of people were asking about in the comments, and that is the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game that I am super excited to be playing in once again. And this year, All-Star is in LA, which is like my new hometown, so I'm super stoked to be playing in the game. So make sure that you guys tune in and watch that. That is going to be on Friday, February 16th, and that will be at 4 p.m. West Coast time and 7 p.m. East Coast time. And also, guys, if you want to see me win MVP this year, then make sure that you vote for me on social media, because I didn't know that last year MVP was determined by a vote. So I'm gonna do my best to play well in the game, but if you guys think I'm playing well and want to see me get MVP, then please make sure that you vote for me. So thank you guys for all the best wishes and the congratulations, and yeah, I'm super excited to play in that game once again. And with all of that being said, let's jump into the official Q&A. Okay, so I actually got this question a lot. Why don't you go to the WNBA? And I might have answered this in a previous Q&A, but essentially I've never wanted to play professional basketball. But I will say that there's always been a part of me that is curious to see if I could have made it, if I would have actually trained and tried to make the WNBA. But I always knew since I was a kid that I just wanted to play in college, and I never really wanted to go pro, and I kind of wanted to do this like entertainment thing as my work career. But I would be lying if I told you that there wasn't like this bit of curiosity that wonders if I could have actually made it, or if I still could make it now if I actually trained. So, okay, Nick Segrera asked, why is your smile so white? I actually get this comment a lot as well, and I think it's because I'm like a little bit OCD about my teeth, and I think I brush my teeth like 5 or 6 times a day. This is not an exaggeration. I always have a toothbrush and toothpaste with me, like in my purse or in my book bag, and then I also use a whitening mouthwash. Okay, this question is from Field Jean J. Do you still get starstruck when meeting NBA players or celebrities, or are you used to it now? I would say that I get starstruck around celebrities maybe like 1 in every 1,000 that I meet, maybe. I don't really get starstruck much at all. I get super excited for some players, but honestly, a lot of the guys that I'm interviewing are like around my same age. I look up to them and admire them for the work that they've done, whether, you know, in whatever field, but it's not like I guess being like starstruck. I think when I met Allen Iverson, I was like super excited, probably more so than meeting some other guys. When I met Kobe, I was really excited, even though it was like super brief and I literally just like shook his hand and said hello. But I feel like I might get starstruck if I met Mary-Kate and Ashley, because I like loved them growing up, then I would probably be starstruck. I would also like probably freak out if I ever got to meet Will Smith. But most everybody, like, and I live in LA, so you're just kind of around celebrities all the time, or like people who are kind of celebrities. So, okay, so Jeremy 4T asked, what was it like moving to LA, as I've been considering moving to a large city as well, and would you like to know, and I would like to know how it was like and how quick you adjusted to it. So I think that the best thing I did before moving to Los Angeles was living in DC for a few years before I came here, because I feel like if I would have gone straight from Ohio or Virginia, where I was going to school, and I would have gone like straight to LA, I think I would have gotten eaten alive, because just the industry is a lot different. The people are a lot different here. It's not, if you're coming from the Midwest or a smaller town, people just kind of, they act differently. So I think that DC was kind of like my starter city, and it kind of I was able to fail there and also realize that unfortunately people aren't always like out for your best interest, and also a lot of times people don't want to like be friendly with you just because they like who you are. A lot of times they like want something out of you, whether it's like they want to work with you or they think that you can provide them something that they can't get in their own life. So I feel like when I was living in DC, I kind of learned that in a smaller big city setting. And so when I came to LA, it was a lot easier of a transition for me. And then I feel like it took a solid 3 years for me to settle into Los Angeles and say like, okay, this is home. Seth933 asks, what's your favorite vegan restaurant in LA? So I have a couple that I really love. I love Sun Cafe, which is in the Valley. I also like this place downtown. It's like something Wild Foods, something like that, but it's downtown Los Angeles and it's like mostly raw food, and that is really good as well. I also like Cafe Gratitude, and I also like Sage, which is in Culver City in Los Angeles, and I also like Gracias Madre, which is like a Mexican vegan place. So if you guys are visiting and you want to try some good vegan foods, then try out some of those. BZB says, does having such an active schedule take away from some of your experiences? I don't feel like having such a busy schedule takes away from anything, because I'm the happiest when I'm working and when I'm being productive. Like, I'm not the type of person who just likes to hang out and do nothing. So I feel like having an active schedule just adds value to my life. And when I'm not working, I get super bored and anxious, and I'm always finding something that I can get into. So to some people, it might feel like I'm sacrificing a lot, but to me, it's all good. Popeyes or KFC? Neither, because I'm vegan. What's your bra size? Training bra. Teenage training bra. Jason Ingram, if you were to date an NBA player, who would it be and why? And that is one question, folks, that I will never answer. Okay. Caddy Swag says, do you prefer a night out in the city or stay in the house? Stay in the house, 100%. C. Walker asks, what is one thing you remember and miss most about home? So home for me is Akron, Ohio, and the thing that I miss the most is definitely my family, obviously, because they are all there. And another thing that I also miss though is the running trails in Ohio, because there's these like beautiful and safe running trails that I always run on when I go back home if the weather's not like -30. But yeah, so those are the two things I miss the most. A Hemerelli 7 says, what is your biggest pet peeve? I think I have a couple. One is when people use your and your wrong, or like there and there. Like, that drives me crazy. So like grammatical errors drive me crazy. Yeah. People wearing shoes in my house drives me crazy, because I clean my floors like twice a day. Problem about that. And oh, another pet peeve of mine is when people don't capitalize the M in DeMita, or they put a space between the E and the M. It's literally just capital D, lowercase e, capital M, no space, ITA. Those are my pet peeves. Easy Money Sniper 99 says, are you looking for a baby in the future or not? And if you said yes, what would you name him? So you're assuming that my child would be a boy, but I'm not looking to have a child for a while. Well, first of all, I need to get married first. Well, first of all, I have to have a boyfriend first. Then I have to get married. Then I can think about having a child. And I'm not sure actually if I want kids or not. So I'm just gonna have to cross that bridge when I fall madly in love and get married. And then if it's actually I haven't even thought of children's name yet, so I'll have to get back to you on that. Music Improv asks, how'd you find the willpower to quit coffee? So actually, I didn't have as many side effects that people talk about quitting coffee, and I don't know if it was just mentally that I just got myself to the point where I was like, okay, I'm done. But the same day that I quit coffee was the same day that I went vegan, and from the day that I quit coffee, I would still drink tea every morning, and I still do drink tea a lot of mornings. So I guess that was just like a little bit of caffeine that I would drink in the morning, but it actually wasn't that hard. So I think if you're thinking about it, or if you feel like coffee has negative side effects on you, then definitely try it and go for it, because it wasn't that difficult. And if you transition to tea actually like metabolizes into your body differently than coffee does, so you don't have as much of like an energy spike as you would with coffee. So I feel like for me, that's what helped me to control my anxiety and stuff as well, because tea just doesn't hit me as hard. So all right guys, so that is all the time that I have for this Q&A video, but thank you guys so much for all of the questions. I unfortunately couldn't get through all of them, but I will save some of them for my next Q&A. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, then please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. And if you like all of my videos or want to see more of my videos, then hit that little subscribe button. Just an FYI, my next video upload will not be on Saturday like it normally is. It will be on the Monday or Tuesday after NBA All-Star weekend. So yeah, hit subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when it comes out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.